Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Shafiq. I'm from CS2514A. Today I would like to introduce for my group project with my team members. Before that, I would like to introduce my team members. This is our team. The first one is me, Ahmad Shafiq. The second one is Muhammad Akil. The third one is Farhan Mazlan. The fourth one is Hafiz Azhar, and the last one is Nick Kalis. So this is our main page. For our group project, we have 3 page, which is the first one is binary converter. The second one is decimal converter. The third one is hexadecimal, and the last one is our team page. That's all from me. I would like to pass to my next team member. Thank you.
Hi, I will continue on introduce our group member for this group project. So I will start with me. So I am Farhan Mazlan. My role is a project manager. So my role is to plan and develop the project idea and manage the project team with authority and responsibility from the project board. So I'm also responsible for managing the scope of the project, identifying and mitigating any risk, and ensuring that the project delivered on time. I am also responsible for ensuring that the project is completed to the highest standard. Next, we're moving to our lead developer, Muhammad Akil. So he is leading the way in application design, development, and configuration to fulfill project needs. He is responsible for overseeing the technical aspect of website development project. This includes managing a team of developers, ensuring that the project is delivered on time. He is also responsible for making technical decisions and solving any technical issues that arise during development process. Next is our web developer, Ahmad Shafiq. So he is responsible for makes and maintain website, handle the technical aspect of a website, including performance and capacity. This including creating the layout and design of the website, implementing features and functionality, and ensuring that the website is optimized for performance and compatibility with different web browser and devices. Next, we move to our system engineer, Hafiz Azhar. So his role is to monitor and test application performance for potential bottleneck, identifying possible solution, and work with developer. To monitor and test application performance uh, for potential bottlenecks, he would use a variety of tools and techniques to gather data on the website's performance. These may include monitoring server resources, measuring response times, and analyzing traffic patterns. He also would then use this data to identify potential bottlenecks such as slow load times, high traffic, or memory leaks. And the last one is our test leader, Nick Kalis. His role is to set up test scenario on project software and go over the project specification for any mistakes. So to set up test scenario on project software, he would first review the project specification to identify the different types of testing that need to be performed on the website, such as unit testing, integration testing, and acceptance testing. He also would he also would then create test cases and test plans that outline the steps to be followed, the expected result, and the criteria for success.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Mama Akib Rahman. Now I'm going to continue this presentation by do a demo about our binary converter section or page. Okay, so at the top here we can see our theme button or section where if we click it, it will display the developers or our group member details. And at the bottom here, we have some of a social media page and a copyright statement. So here we have an option button where we can choose which converter we want to use. So right now I'm going to demonstrate a binary converter. So we click a binary option here. Okay, so here the binary converter. First, we need to enter a binary number to convert it to decimal and hexadecimal. Okay, so what is a binary number? Binary number is a number that represent in base 2, which is 0 and 1. And for decimal, it is a number that represent in base 10, which is 0 to 9. And for hexadecimal, it is a number that represent in base 16, which is 0 to 9 and A to F. Okay, so now let's try enter any binary number. And if we click this convert button, it will convert it to decimal and hexadecimal. So here is the output for decimal, which is 91, and for hexadecimal is 5B. Okay, so if we want to use this converter again, we just click this reset button. So it will set all the value here to empty. Okay, so now let's try another binary number. Okay, so here the output for decimal and for hexadecimal. Okay, so now let's look at the code for the conversion we use in the binary converter here. So for the function, we use JavaScript language, and here is the function we use for binary to decimal, which is pass in which it will convert a string value to a integer value. So why we set the binary as a string? Because it is easier to convert a string number to a integer number, which is a decimal number. So here is a string, and two number 2 here is a base number for binary. Okay, so for binary to hexadecimal function, we combine parse in function and to string function, because first we need to convert the binary to decimal number first, and then we will convert the integer value to string value using this to string function. And at the in the bracket here is a 16 because the hexadecimal is the base 16 number. Okay, so for the function reset, here is the function where it will set all the value to empty. Okay, so I think that's it for binary converter. So my other group members will continue this presentation. Okay, so that's it for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Azhar, and I would like to demonstrate you how to use decimal converter. First thing you need to do is change it to the decimal converter, which is you need to press option, then go to decimal, then you clear it, then it will automatically go to the decimal converter. The color of each converter will be different, such as binary is blue, decimal is orange, and the others. Before I go further to the decimal converter, I would like to tell you what we use for making this converter. First one is HTML, which is to describing how web pages are organized. CSS is used for detailing the design of a web page, including the font, colors, and layouts. JavaScript is to develop interactive and dynamic web apps and browsers. jQuery is to greatly simplify the use of JavaScript on your website. And lastly is Font Awesome, which is to provide you with CSS customizable, scalable vectors images. Okay. Then I would like to show you how to use decimal converter. First is you need to enter decimal number. For example, I would like to enter 110. For you to convert it to the binary output and hexadecimal output, you just need to click convert button and it will show you what is your binary output, which is 1101110, and for hexadecimal output is 6E. For you to reset it to 0 back, which is all the input and the output will be gone, you just need to click reset button. Then all the data that we input and the data that we already get will be gone. Alright, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nick Muhammad Khalis bin Nazri. So for the last part, I will present to you about this hexadecimal converter. But before I go to explain the system or to convert, reset, and enter the hexadecimal number, to convert it to binary output or decimal output, I will explain first to you guys what is hexadecimal. So hexadecimal is a numbering system with base 16. It can be used to represent large numbers with fewer digits. So as we know, in the system, there are 16 symbols or possible digit values from 10 to 9, followed by 6 alphabetic characters, which is A, B, C, D, E, and F, which is, we know, the hexadecimal number only cover the number from 0 to 9, and then the number of 10 we change it to the A, and then 11 to B, and so on until F. And then, as we know, hexadecimal is also known as base 16 or hex, and is one of four number system, which is the other three number system is the decimal, which is base 10, and binary base 2, and octal base 8. But for this assignment, our group will only show you guys the converter of hexadecimal, binary, and then the last one is decimal. Alright, so for this hexadecimal converter, we can enter the hexadecimal number, which is, let me try here, any number. So I will put this number 200, and then I will enter this convert. Yeah, so this is binary output of hexadecimal number of 200, which is 100000000000, and then the decimal output is 512. So if we want to try any numbers, other numbers, we can just click reset here and then enter again and convert the numbers that we want to convert. So it's all for the hexadecimal converter. Thank you for your time. Right, that's all from me. Thank you.